series of bass lessons I'm going to be looking at reggae, in particular a few different reggae bass lines. Now, all I would suggest you learn is the major and minor scales. Just those two, the natural minor and the major scales. Very important you know those scales. Okay, so first of all we're going to look at the bass line from Natural Mystic Bob Marley. Now this is really lovely. It's pretty simple, but it's all about feel, and that pretty much is what reggae is all about. It's feel. I find myself when I play reggae, you know, when I first get going, I tend to rush the notes I'm playing. So it's all about really kind of holding back and just kind of engulfing yourself in the music. Okay, so with this bass line, for the intro, all it plays is an E, a G and an A. So open E, then to a G, and then two A's with a rhythm of okay. Now where the bass line comes in, if you count, for instance, say with reggae, the guitar normally comes in on beats 2 and 4, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And with this bass line, if you count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, it actually comes in on 2 and. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and yeah. And so with this, just try and hold back. Don't rush. It's really holding back. I often think of a little beat in between, so yeah. I'll play a bit with the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up an octave. Okay, now if we, so that's the basic bass line for Bob Marley. There's another bit which is nice. I'm not going to go through the whole song, but he plays, the chord goes to a D, then to a G, and then to an A. Same pattern. In D it would be, you begin with the A, C, D. Then with G, I think he just plays 4 notes. Back to A. D, G. And what we're doing, I'll just quickly play it. D, G, A. A, here we go. Okay. So I'll put out backing tracks for both the section in A and in G, because what else I'm going to show you later on is making up other bass lines over the top of this sort of pattern. And quickly, if you think about this bass line, what it's actually doing is it leads, even though the chord's an A, you lead with the fifth. So the fifth of A, let's play A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, D, E. So E is the fifth of A. Okay, now the bass line plays an E, then it plays a G. Okay, so where's G? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the G is the minor 7, or you call it the flat 7. So the bass line plays the E, the fifth, then the G, the flat 7, and then the A, the 1. So you're leading with the fifth. I mean that's common with lots of reggae bass, but all sorts of bass. Just because, say, the chord's A, it doesn't mean you just play A. Usually the notes that will sound nicest are in the triad. So the triad of A minor is going to be A, go up 3, try, A, B, C. So the C would be the minor third, and then we know the fifth is the E. So that's our minor triad. A, C, E. And with the triad, what you do is you try and play that all around the bass in as many places as possible. With reggae, we're unlikely to go up high to, say, the C there. But if I played that triad from this A, here's that 1, there's the 5, the E, there's the 3, the C, there's the 1, and then I can also play the 5 low down. So there's the 5, there's the 1, there's another 3, there's another 5. So it's good to write some bass lines just using the triad. Now this shape, this minor shape I just played, this 3, 5, octave, 3 again, 5 again. These shapes are going to be the same in every key, other than when we maybe play in using open strings. But this is the beauty of the bass. You just learn the pattern. So this is my minor triad in A. If I want to do that in C, D, G, it's always going to be the same. So you memorize the pattern. Yeah. So when it goes to the when Bob Marley starts singing on Natural Mystic, you come in on the D chord. So you're A, C, D, D, G, back to the A chord, to the D, G, A. Right, now what I'll do next is I'll start writing some bass lines using notes from the scale. Predominantly you're going to use notes from the minor triad, like I said, but we can use any notes from this natural minor scale. So, and being an A minor, it's the alphabet: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, back to A. So that the minor sixth, for instance, would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A, B, C, D, E, F. So F is the minor sixth of A. So if I played, say, the 1, 6, 5, six, 5, 3. I went down the scale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play that, the 6, 5, an octave lower. Now, last of all, I'm just going to talk about the sound. So what I've done for these lessons, I've put extra heavy strings. I think this is actually a B string I've got from my 5 string. So I'm not quite sure of the gauge, but probably around at least a 45. So it'd be 45, 65, 85, 100, yeah. Anyway, really fat strings. I roll off all the tone, and I'm going through Logic. So I'll give you a screenshot of the bass amp I'm using in Logic, but you'll see it's got a bit of compression, but it's just all bass, no treble. Okay, have fun.